Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're going to be reviewing the Jaecoo 7. A lot of you loved my last video, so I thought, you know what, let me make a full review where I show you the interior, exterior, things I love about the car, things I hate about the car, and everything after having it for just over a couple of weeks. So if you don't know what the Jaecoo 7 is, it is the Chinese SUV that is taking over England. In March, it has had the most registrations of any car this year, and it's becoming extremely popular. I am here as a working man to give you an honest review on this car and if you should get it if you're someone like me. I'll tell you from the jump, if you care about the drive of the car and you're a boy racer, this car's not for you, so it's probably best that you come off the video. However, if you care about tech, luxury, comfort, and most of all your pocket and making good sensible decisions, keep watching this video because you're gonna love it. Okay, cool, so this is the Jaecoo 7 and it comes in two different options. You can either get it as a petrol or you can get it as a plug-in hybrid. This is the plug-in hybrid and that's what we're gonna go over today. If you don't know, Jaecoo is owned by Chery, and Chery is one of the biggest car manufacturers in China. They are massive and they don't play. They've been around for years, so when people talk about reliability, I don't think they're doing their research. This was designed to come in the market as a premium sort of SUV that can compete with the likes of Range Rover. So, does the Jaecoo 7 compete with the likes of Range Rover? I'm gonna say it does, but let's get into the video. All right, cool. So straight off, I'm gonna get into the exterior of the car. As you can see, it's very clean, very sleek. All right, the first thing I'm gonna say actually is I have a few modifications on my car. Long story short, the Jaecoo Store is a new accessories manufacturer that reached out to me to do some UGC content for them, and in return for it, they gave me a few things. So let me quickly just show you them so you can differentiate my car to the actual Jaecoo that you will be getting. So first of all, we have this front splitter. Very nice, adds a lot of body to the car and just makes it look a lot more beastie. Also, we have the side steps. These only cost a couple £100. I fit them myself, and I can't lie, they're a no-brainer. Finally, the last mod that I have on this car is the spoiler. So as you can see, very nice, adds a bit of body to the car and just makes it look a lot more sporty. So looking at the outside of the car, you can see it's an extremely clean car. You've got the big front grille, you've got the lovely detail with the lights. The one thing I don't like about the outside, and I'm really vocal with this, is the wheels. I do think they're quite ugly. Apparently underneath this cap it's a lot nicer, but I'm yet to find out. You've got your folding mirrors, you've got your disappearing door handles. I've left them unlocked just because if I close them, it's gonna close the sunroof. Side steps added by me, obviously. The back of the car, also very sleek, very nice. It does look very similar to like a Range Rover Velar. Very sleek in its design, very nice. I will be putting a back bumper on there as well, but I'm just waiting for it to arrive. Also, as you can see, you've got your sunroof at the top. Very clean, very nice. So when we're looking at the car from outside, I don't think there's much discussion on the fact it's a very attractive car. Okay, it looks very clean in my opinion, and it does look quite sporty as well as the sort of SUV Range Rover box look. All right, so I'm in the car now and I've switched to my phone because I'm still getting used to that camera. And the lens is a bit too big and I can't flip the screen. It's not the best vlogging camera, it's more for cinematic shots. So yeah, we're in the car. I'm gonna go through some of my favorite features in here and why it's just such a nice car. Sorry, I haven't got it cleaned, but this is a real, raw, authentic interview, so let's go. Sorry, I actually haven't got it clean, but this is a real, raw, authentic review, so let's go. All right, cool. So we're in the car and I've actually just shut the door just to keep the noise down a little bit. First of all, let's just talk about this sunroof. This is just beautiful and it's just massive. It goes back much further. Like it goes the whole way off the car. The actual blinds and then obviously the full sunroof goes to about there. Massive sunroof, really cool, lovely feature. As you can see, you get in the driver's seat, you've got a really clean and sleek steering wheel, all your buttons, all your goods. So look at this, you've got your 14-inch infotainment system as well as your extra screen in front of your drive. On here is where you control everything. This is one of the things I don't like about the car, but I think it's just the new direction that all cars are going in, where you've got so little buttons and just so much features and settings on the screen. However, you've got your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, depending on what phone you have. You obviously have all of your settings. You can go through the car and sort out everything you want, and I'm going to deep dive into some of them now actually. So first of all, as I mentioned, this is a plug-in hybrid, so we have a lot of electric energy. Quick tip, if you are driving around in the hybrid version, you want to do this and change it to smart every time you get in the car, just because it's much better and your fuel will last a lot longer. You've got your quick controls, child lock, sunroof. You can do everything by button in here, changing your driving modes, and just a few other settings. Main vehicle settings again, adjust the height of your boot, door lock settings, all the standard stuff. Love this heads up display. You might not be, oh, you can see it there. You can change the color of it. It's really cool, really useful, and I love the heads up display. You've got your standard driver assistance, and now this car is fully loaded with safety features. Some people actually get annoyed by them, but the safer the better in my opinion, especially if you can turn some of them off. So you got your lane departure warning, your emergency lane keeping, your emergency braking. Like, as you can see, there's loads. Blind spot detection, door opening warning, rear collision warning, everything. If we quickly come out and we go into the camera system, I just want to show you fully loaded I think it's 520-degree camera system or whatever it is, like loads and loads of cameras. So as you can see, you've got your bird's eye view, you've got your rear, you've got your different cameras that you can actually click into to see the different angles. You've got your 3D view of the car that you can spin around and just see everything around it. When you put it into reverse, same thing, goes straight into that. I'll even talk about that while we're here. Gear stick is your indicator sort of switch. Some people like this, some people don't. I'm not the biggest fan of it, and I don't think it's sensitive enough, but I have realized that you need to really push down on the brake to initiate it. So yeah, but right there, easy to use, easy to understand. If we put it back into parking, get back into the settings, ambient lighting, can't see it now, but full colors. You can even link it to your music, so it goes to the rhythm. That's really cool and really interesting. Vehicle comfort settings, I love this. Electric seating, I don't know why every car doesn't have it. When I see new cars without this, it really just grinds my gears and makes me want to go crazy, but it's very good. Easy entry and exit seating as well, that's really cool. Love that. And yeah, as you can see, you got your Bluetooth, your Wi-Fi, your sound, whatever. Full Sony speakers. They aren't as loud as I think that they should be, however, they're good and they're very clear. One thing I quickly want to go back to, the fact that this is a plug-in hybrid. The other day I filled up about £73 petrol and £8 in my battery, and it got me around 750 miles in total. So funny, I just had to cut the review short because literally 2 people saw me doing a review, came up to me, they were like, oh hey, but what's this car like? I've seen it everywhere, I really like it, and I'm thinking of getting one. And look, hey listen, Jaecoo, please, you don't need to tag Jaecoo. They need to give me a sponsorship because I'm doing some stuff for this car. Even though I'm not doing it for them, and I'm doing it for people because I actually want people to save money or make better decisions, and I can see where this makes a lot of sense and becomes a brand in the long term. At the end of the day, with things like this, there's going to be a bit of risk, don't get me wrong. It's a new car coming to a market. There's not much years of proving the battle against depreciation, proving the quality, proving that the parts can get in. However, it's medium risk at best with high reward. You get things like this a lot cheaper at the start if you deal with the teething problems, and at the end of the day, you're saving a lot of money. And it's something that in a couple of years, a lot of people, in my opinion, are going to come round to. And the same people giving it all that now, oh, this car's crap and Chinese nonsense, they're going to be the same ones buying cars like these, whether it's Jaecoo, BYD, whatever, in a few years. So yeah, but let me get back into it. So yeah, as I was saying, this is a hybrid, plug-in hybrid, which means it goes from the petrol to electric, and it basically uses both of them to give you the best sort of charge. As you can see right now, I've got 330 miles petrol, 21% battery. The battery is only 56 miles on its own. However, if you use that with the petrol, it basically will drive around like calm city areas on the battery. And then when you need to go into the bigger drives on the motorway and stuff like that, it will kick into the petrol, and the petrol will actually recharge the battery. So they work together really well. I filled up £70 petrol the other day, as well as about £8 on the battery, and it got me around 750 miles. I haven't filled up my tank in over 2 weeks, and I've still got loads and loads of miles left. And as you can see, 437 miles on the clock already. So yeah, brilliant plug-in system. Obviously, it's about £5 extra at the dealers, but I would recommend it if you can get a really good PCP offer. Cool, you've also got your little digital dash, has all your necessities on there. You can change the settings of it and change the colors. Obviously it has your speedometer, and just anything essential in there. It's just really cool and really nice. When you're driving, you'll actually have images of other cars and people next to you as well, so it's just really safe. You've got this little thing which is actually a facial detection feature, which you can easily turn off if you slide down and you press that, and it will basically just tell you if you're distracted from the road or if you're too tired, and it can sort of see it in your eyes. Some people like that stuff, some people don't. You've got your quick settings there, and that's what I think that's everything for the settings. In terms of other features in the car now, let's have a look at the glove box. Standard glove box. I actually need to clear it out because they put stuff that should be in the boot in there. On my hay fever tablet, it's super essential in the summer. Looking around the car, as you can see, I think it's really clean in here. Nice dash, nice clean dash. Another feature that I love and really want to show you is this beauty. So in your central console, you actually have a mini fridge. You see my little card there. This basically allows ventilation in here, and you can put AC on, keeps it super cool, and it's basically a mini fridge. You've got your wireless charging, if I haven't mentioned already, and I told you guys, sorry, my car's a little bit dirty. Cool. In terms of some other features as well, before I forget, you've got here. So you've got your climate control, you've got your obviously AC, that's just standard in every car, but what you don't have in every car is heated seats, and what you don't have in every car is ventilated seats, which is going to come in so clutch in summertime. Also, you have your heated steering wheel as well, so things like that just make the car so much better, so much nicer. And yeah, I'm a real sucker for stuff like this because it's just utility. One really weird thing about the car is the windows are inverted, so if I push forward it goes down, and if I pull backwards it goes up. Don't know, a bit weird, caught me out when I first got in the car, thought it wasn't working. But yeah, in terms of the seats, this is an addition from me, well, from the Jaecoo store. Shout them out. I'm going to leave their link below as well, so if you don't want any attachments, any accessories, whatever, you can get them, and I'm going to hopefully have a discount code by the time I post this video. Sleek seats. They're nice. I think they're really good. They're not the most sportish, you know what I'm saying, but they are comfortable enough. There are a couple little areas in the car where you can see where corners have been cut, if I'm being honest, like behind, I'm going to show you, behind the sort of back seats, the fabric back there is a bit cheap. The seat belt sort of feel like in certain areas, a bit plasticky, a bit cheap, but you're paying 35k for a car with all of these features. I think it's fairly understandable. Some people care about things like this, just looking at your visors and, you know, hey guys, your mirrors. I've actually got my Meta glasses on, should be using them as well. But yeah, really nice. You can just see very simplistic design. Obviously, they are going to cut corners in certain places, but I do think the overall look and design of the car is very sleek and stylish. One tip, if you do get a Jaecoo, make sure you get them to put car mats in there because they don't come in as standard. Obviously standard stuff down there. This is what I was talking about, the electric seating. Down there you have a little reservation console which keeps your carports as well in a little bit of space. It's got a few things down there. Passenger side has electric seating as well, and overall I think the front of the car is extremely nice, extremely clean. Let's get into the back and see what the space offers. Alright, so I'm in the back of the car and there's a lot of space. I'm going to show my Meta glasses to see. Car seat fits well. Sorry, got a bit of mess on the floor. No sort of column here, so you can actually have 3 people in the back and be comfortable. I am 6'2", and you can see how much space that I've got in the back. This is really good. I would prefer bigger sort of cup holder things, whatever, to the side, but you got speakers back there as well, door handle for easy entry for people, and yeah, as you can see, the sunroof still comes all the way back here. So yeah, I do like the space in this car. I think it's really useful. Headrest for everyone at the back. You have got your adjustable, well, if this gets out of the way, cup holders if it's just 2 of you in the back of the car, and I think there's loads of space. I can't lie, you'll have no issues with the space. One bit you will have issues with space is in the boot. It's not that spacious back there for an SUV, which is kind of annoying. However, as I said, there is going to be a few things that you're not going to like about this car, or that are a bit more but when you're paying the price and you're getting the stuff you're getting, I'm pretty sure if you're a reasonable person, you'll be willing to compromise. Quick headroom test, as you can see, I'm nowhere near it. So it's like, as you can see, this is a really premium car that's just giving you a really affordable price. Like, people are gonna complain about it being from China and this and that, but it's just, at the end of the day, if you care about your pockets in this economy, and this economy is tough. If you know, I had a BMW X4, I love the car, but I was paying £900 a month for it. This cut that in half so much, where me and my business partner could get one of these each for almost the same price as the BMW X4. It's a no-brainer. This is fully loaded. My BMW X4 was a 68 plate. This is brand new, 26 plate, 0 miles on the clock when I got it. So yeah, it's just a no-brainer. But let's get into it a little bit. I'm gonna show you the boot, and then I'm gonna give you some facts, figures, things that I actually like, things that I don't like. And yeah, please though, I just want to remind you, if you're liking and enjoying the video, like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything you want to know, let me know in the comments. And yeah. All right, I'm not gonna clear the boot fully because I just don't have the time. And if anyone likes bowling, please challenge me to a game. But this is the boot space. It is okay, like it's not bad. And obviously your seats fold down, but it's just not the biggest space in the world. It does have a cool bit of like storage underneath here where you've got your few storage trays. That's where your charger's kept as well if it's a plug-in hybrid. But for the most part, the boot is not that big. So yeah, this is a factor that some people need to consider. Something that you'll also want to consider is towing capacity, and it's not got a great towing capacity. So if you have a caravan, trailer, anything like that, it's probably not the best car for you. Let's just look at it again. It's just so clean. I'm sorry, I love the pearl silver color. It comes in a few different colors. So it comes in black, white, pearl silver with a black roof, pearl silver by itself, Amazonite blue, and then again with a black roof, and then I think it comes in a dark green as well. For me, the pearl silver was just my favorite color by a mile. It just looks so clean. It looks two-tone, and it just looks premium. Like you just get a lot of premium stuff on this brand for a very, very affordable amount. It's just a no-brainer. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. All right, cool. Let's go on and drive then. Let's go on and drive. Let me show you what we're actually working with here. The first thing I want to show you is this, yeah? I need my meta glasses because I need both angles on my days. All right, don't be confused that you see this wire because you're just connected to my mic. Whatever, we're still learning. Watch this, yeah? I put it into drive. As you can see, the car is just humping itself. The car will not drive if you do not have your seatbelt on. So when I was saying about safety features, it's good things, but it's like some people don't like it, innit? I think that's good. It's safe. It promotes safety, and a lot of parts of the car does, but boy racers, they're not gonna like that. They're gonna want to be driving whatever. As you can see now, we can drive. So as you can see, very, very light steering. This is what I'm talking about. You can change the steering mode from, and look, over 2 humps, the suspension isn't the greatest in the world. I really felt that. Whereas, for example, if you're in your BMW, you're not gonna feel that anywhere near as much. But it is okay. It does feel smooth though. I do think that's like an electric car feeling anyway, where just everything just feels so floaty and smooth and quiet. And quite peaceful actually, but even if you hear it right now, the petrol engine's actually kicked in because my battery's only on about 19%, but it will probably change to the, as the battery charges, it will change back to the battery. So yeah, let's just see, it's just a smooth drive, but we're actually gonna, oh, okay. Someone's blocked me in there. We're gonna, okay. Struggling to park. I can park better than that with all these cameras. I like this. I love that little sort of graphic that you get whenever you're sort of turning. I think it's under 20 miles per hour it comes up. Shout out the person in my last YouTube video that actually commented and told me that. But yeah, very, very smooth. Suspension's not the best. You feel everything, especially for an SUV. You'd think it would take the road a bit nicer than that. 19-inch tires, so they're not terribly small. It's quite standard for small SUVs. But yeah, let's take it out and let's actually see what the 0 to 60 is saying, what the overall feel is saying, and how it sort of takes the road. So handling is very easy, but it is a bit light for me. When I'm driving at speed, I'm very much 2 hands on the wheel. I don't really trust the car to just be sort of, I used to drive literally like this with my BMW. Cool. So I'm gonna put my foot down now, and you can see like it moves quick, but that's something that I don't like because of the sort of lane assist and stuff like that. If you saw it, sort of like, it's almost like you're trying to tame a wild animal with this car if you start speeding. Whereas, for example, in my BMW, it was like the car was just tamed. So imagine riding like the maddest like stallion horse that is just so calm. That's like a BMW. When you're in this one, it's like a crazy donkey. Like if you're trying to get at speed, which is why I'm saying if you're a boy racer, if you're someone who loves to drive, if you want to just drive like this and just really calm, you're not really gonna like this car as much. Cool, so at the roundabout, you're gonna see nice speed, stuff like that comes up. I like that. We're gonna go on to the A406 in a second, and we're gonna see how it moves at speed. But for the most part, it is very, very smooth. Automatic cars, man, they're just easy to drive. They're just like go-karts anyway. Like, it shouldn't be too difficult. You've got nice window size, so nice clearance when you're looking over your shoulders. You've also got the little safety features that help you. You can hear the buttons, you can hear the speed warning. You'll see the lane assist. If I start going out, it will, if it registers, no, it's just beeping. I don't know if it's gonna pull me back in. Now, usually it starts pulling me back in. Maybe it will do it on the A406. Just want you lot to see some of the features. But it does move nice. Right now it's obviously in normal as well. It's not even in sports mode. If I put my foot down, you see, it goes. It goes. One thing that's a bit weird is like the sort of regeneration of the car in terms of when I put my foot down, if I let go, it will still speed up. Rather than, like, for example, my BMW, the minute I took my foot off, it starts slowing down straight away. This, I know you can make that sort of setting higher in here, but it's a bit of a weird feeling. But yeah. So it's nice. So as you can see, I'm really smooth at 40 miles per hour. No issues there. Put the foot down, moves. I can put it into sport, but I haven't really got the sort of space to drive. Overall, sorry, adjust this camera. Overall, it's a nice drive. All right, we're not too angry about that. Yeah, it's just. So yeah, I've been driving for a while now. Very smooth, as you can see. Nice. What can I say? It's just a car, do you know what I mean? Cars drive. This is what I'm saying. When you're not, did you just? All right, cool. I don't know if you lot just saw that or could tell. Oh, hey, I'm such a good driver. I just caught this. One sec. All right, sorry, my phone dropped. But yeah, I don't know if you lot can tell, but sometimes it just. Fuck it. Yeah, for some reason my phone keeps falling off this. I'm pretty much done with the drive anyway. Like, I don't know what more to say. You have to feel it for yourself, do you know what I mean? You'll feel it. It's very flowy. It's really light. It is nippy because electric cars give it that nip and that zip, but it's not a BMW. It's not an Audi. It's not, I wouldn't even say Mercedes because they're not even the best drives, but it's not like a great drive car. However, it's better than a Range Rover. So yeah, overall, I think you'll be happy with the drive, but if you're a boy racer, stay away from this car. You're not going to like it. All right, so we've driven the car. I've gone through all the inside, exterior, everything. I've given you most of the information I can think of off the top of my head about the car. Remember, look, I'm not a car salesman. There's certain things you might want to know, just ask me in the comments. I'm just an honest working man who's giving you a real life opinion without any bias on this car. I had a BMW X4 before. The BMW was a better drive. It was more comfortable in terms of it's a very sporty car. It really hugs the road. I could drive around with one finger on my steering wheel. I can't do that in the Jaecoo. However, I was paying a lot more for the BMW for a lot less, and that is it. If you want a car that's going to get you around safely, it's going to feel nice, you're going to feel nice when people see you in it, you've got all the bells and whistles in the world, and it's affordable in terms of your petrol, your parts, your maintenance, this is the car for you. And it's just simple, and I just genuinely want people to at least try it out for themselves, to save themselves a little bit of money. So in terms of numbers, I've got this car in a PCP finance. I would recommend PCP finance or lease. That will battle against depreciation because you get a minimum car value or you get the car taken back away from you at the end. So depreciation doesn't really matter, rather than getting HP or buying it outright, just because we don't really know what's going to happen in terms of valuations, and you don't want to, obviously every car is going to be a liability, but you want to mitigate as much as possible. So PCP or lease. My PCP, 4-year PCP, 8,000 miles a year, £3,400 deposit, £366 per month, with about a £15,000 GMV balloon payment at the end. So if you don't know what that means, I'm not a cars person, like, you need to go and look into it. I ain't got time to explain it in this video. A lot of people will understand what I mean. And yeah, those are the sort of numbers. Obviously, more deposit, lower monthlies. You can sort of vary different things as well. I'm sure I've got gap insurance and a couple things on mine that push the monthlies up a little bit. And also, I've got the top spec you can get. So I've got the J7 Luxury SHS. That is the most expensive one, starting price around 35k. You can get a Jaecoo 7 for £30,000. If you get a deluxe where you lose a couple of the features, and the petrol version is much closer to the £300 mark a month. Also with lease, you can get them cheaper monthly anyway because of how lease deals actually work. So yeah, that's price. When you're comparing it to try and get a brand new car with these sort of features, this sort of quality, this sort of look, at this price range, you're not getting it. You are paying at least £500, £600 a month. I had a BMW X4 68 plate. Very nice car, don't get me wrong. I was paying £480 a month. Insurance, paying more. Everything, paying more. Have I mentioned the fact that this has 7-year warranty? So if things go wrong, they will cover it for you. Have I mentioned the fact that you don't pay road tax for the first year, and even after that, it's about £20 a month? Have I mentioned the fact that insurance group is fairly low? On the SHS, it's not the lowest, actually, to be fair. I think it's insurance group 31. I pay about 100 and just over £100 a month. I would have been significantly cheaper on the petrol version, so that is something to factor in. But yeah, in terms of affordability of the car, it is a no-brainer. Go and look at the numbers for yourself. Go and pop in the finance calculators, and you're going to see prices that you're going to be pleasantly surprised with. All right, so we're going to get into some pros and cons. So 5 things that I love about the Jaecoo 7. I'm going to start off with 1, price. It's a no-brainer. I love the price. The price is so much better. To be driving around in a car like this for this sort of price, to me, amazing, perfect. Like, it makes me feel nice, makes me feel comfortable, but also it doesn't kill me. Like, it's not gonna kill my pockets. If things go worse in my business and stuff like that, I'm gonna be fine. And at least I still get to drive around in a nice car, which is a requirement for me because I drive a lot. Number 2, the technology. Like, you're just fully loaded. Things like heated seats, heated steering wheel in the winter time when you're cold, remote start. I didn't even mention that you can open your car and heat it up before you get into it from your app, from your house. Things like that, really just useful. Third pro with this car is the fuel economy. Honestly, the SHS version makes so much sense in terms of saving you money. I've put in £80 for 750 plus miles. Guys, I don't have to keep talking. You've probably gone on the website to go buy the car already. I just want to also clarify, this is not promo. This is not a paid ad, nothing. This is me being genuine. I've got the car. I know a lot of people are interested, and I'm a very authentic person, so I'm just giving a real review. Number 4, the 4th thing I like about the car, and the 5th thing is it's just everything in it. Like, I don't want to keep repeating myself. I like most things about the car, so it's irrelevant. I'm actually going to tell you the 5 things I don't like about the car, because there is a few things that you're not going to like. So number 1 is the sort of cheap, fabricy, plasticky stuff in certain areas. Like I said, behind the rear chairs, where the sort of seat belts are. Like, there's a few areas that do feel really cheap. Even the seats, although they're nice, I could see them ripping or getting damaged quite quick. That is a little bit annoying and something that you want to be aware of. Number 2 is the keyring. It's just so stupid. Yeah, I've got my own keyring, but they don't actually, like, you have to get a keyring if you have this car, because there's nothing that you can attach your keys to. So let me quickly show you. No, I don't want to show you because it'll take me long to put this back on, but basically the key is just an empty shell that you can attach nothing to, so you have to put it into a keyring. Luckily, I've actually got keyrings from the Jaecoo store. They sent me these. If you need keyrings, go on there. They're on TikTok. The link will be below. Yeah, that will save you, because you will need them for both keys. Number 3, the third thing I don't like about the car is the gear stick. I just don't think it's sensitive enough. Like, I've tried to do 3-point turns and you just cannot do them fast. So do not do 3-point turns in a busy road, because you will get caught and they will beep you. Like, you have to slam, basically, not slam, but you have to push really hard on the brake for it actually to kick in and change gear, or else you're gonna flick it and it's just gonna go into neutral. And that's very frustrating for me. The 4th thing I don't really like about the car is the speakers. Like, they're Sony speakers. They're basically poised as an upgrade, but they're not that loud. Like, I've changed the settings and I just still think they're a bit arse, in my opinion. Like, so yeah, I don't think the speakers are great. If you like loud music, and that is a requirement for some people, you're not going to be too impressed with the speakers, in my opinion. And finally, the 5th thing that I don't like about this car, and this probably annoys me more than anything, it is the fact that every time you get in, you have to put your settings back again. Please, Jaecoo, if you're watching this video, change that. Get an update where you don't have to do that. Every single time I get in the car, I have to put it in smart mode. Every single time I get in the car, I have to turn off my lane assist. Every single time I get in the car, I've got to, like, it's just so frustrating. You have to do these same things again and again and again. They do not stay. Even though, like, the fact that when you get out of the car, the sunroof will close completely, even if you don't want it to. Like, there's resets on the car that are just super frustrating. And that is what I don't like about the car. For the most part, I do love the car. So, final verdict. Would I recommend the Jaecoo 7? Yes, I would. I think it's a brilliant car. I think it ticks all the boxes, from tech to comfort to drive quality to fuel economy to everything. The only type of person I wouldn't recommend this car for is someone who really cares about the drive. At the end of the day, if you are a boy racer, at the end of the day, if you love the drive, if you really want to be hugging the road, if you want to be able to speed and go around corners, if you live in the countryside where there's loads of country roads and stuff like that, would I recommend this car? No. I don't think its suspension's that great. I think the steering wheel's too light and it's a bit too floaty. If you care about the drive, this car might annoy you. For everyone else, I would recommend this car. If you care about affordability, yes. If you care about technology, yes. And if you care about overall best value for money, I don't see a better car on the market. And I did test drive loads. I've got loads of different friends with loads. Like I've driven many cars. I had a nice car before this. So it's not like I'm someone who's never experienced luxury or never experienced a nice car saying it. I am someone just being very honest with no agenda and who doesn't care what people think. I don't care if you look at this car and you think, oh, that's Chinese crap. Like, I couldn't care less. My pocket likes it. My bum likes sitting in the seat. Like, that's all that matters for me. And yeah, just a final one. Again, the Jaecoo Store, shout out them. They've got me riding around in probably the best Jaecoo. So if you want something similar, go check them out. They've got body kits, splitters, they've got spoilers, they've got wheels, which I'm gonna change soon as well. They've got absolutely everything. All right, so that wraps up the video. I just wanna remind you lot, please like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything else you wanna know about this car, if you want me to do any sort of tutorials of like putting on side steps and things like that, if you do get anything from the Jaecoo Store, let me know. And yeah, I hope it's helped someone make the decision whether they get the car or whether they don't. And yeah, I'm gonna get in my car. I'm gonna go drive away and see you later. All right, cool. Let's go. Oh, oh!